Hi everyone, Laura with Evolution Pilates Studio here to bring you a 50-minute full body reformer workout. Today I'll be on a balanced body reformer. I'll be using my box and I will also be using a heavy resistance band. Mine is a loop band, but you could also consider using a longer TheraBand and tying a knot in it to make it into a loop shape. Today is going to be a really kind of tough strength workout, so we will do a lot of leg work throughout the class, as well as targeting all of our other muscles. I'm excited for this one. I hope you are too. Grab a mini band, grab a box, grab your reformer, and get ready. Okay guys, so I have my reformer set up for footwork. I have 3 heavy and 1 medium spring on. My headrest is up. I'm going to take a heavy mini band and place that around my thighs and then come down and lay on my back. Place that mini band about 6 inches above the knees and then come on down to your back on your carriage. Adjust yourself till you're right in the center. Take your heels on your foot bar wide enough so that you feel a bit of tension on that band. Flex your pinky toes back towards your shins. Just take a breath, inhale here. And then as you exhale, tuck your tailbone under. Good, inhale and arch the back up off of the carriage, letting the tailbone come down. And exhale, tuck the tailbone under, pressing the low back into the mat. Let's do 4 more like that. Inhaling as you arch. Exhaling as you round and press the low back down. And 3. Good, nice deep breathing here. Last 2. And last time. Beautiful. Finding your way back into a neutral position of the spine. Taking a breath. Inhale as you press the carriage out, legs long. Exhale, pull the carriage in. Inhale out, exhale in. You're trying to keep your thigh bones nice and steady, resisting that tension on the band as you press out and in. Beautiful, we've got 4 more here. 3. And last time, coming all the way in, placing our toes just exactly where our heels were. Gentle tension on that band, heels are high. Inhale out, exhale in. Nice neutral pelvis. Hip bones pointing straight up to the ceiling. We've got 4 more to go here. Last 2. On the last one, hold your legs straight, engage the quadriceps, lower the heels, and lift the heels for 8. And 7, keeping those abdominals deeply engaged. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Heels lift high, bend the knees to come in. Bring your toes slightly narrower, heels together, toes apart in your Pilates V. Feel the pressure outward on the band using the outer hips. From here, inhale, press out. Exhale, press out to the band to come in. Inhale out, exhale in. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Nice long spine. For 4 and 3. Last one, come halfway in. The knees are fairly bent here. Tailbone is heavy, and now just give me thigh presses out. Little butterflies, out and out. Carriage stays nice and still. And 8 and 7. Relax the front of the rib cage for 4 and 3. And 2, hold the thigh bones wide, little pushes out. 10, 9, maybe an inch out and an inch in. Good, 5, goes 2 and 1. So pause. Keep the carriage still. Press the thigh bones out for 2. And then press the carriage out for 2. So we press out, 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 out. Thigh bones wide, and then carriage out. Thigh bones wide, and then carriage out. For 8, 7, good, 6, heels are squeezing tightly together. For 4, building some heat in the outer glutes. 3, and the thighs, last 2, and last time, out, out, and then press the carriage, beautiful. Straighten those legs all the way back out, come all the way in, lift your head up so you can place your headrest down. Good. Let's move to the arches of our feet. Still wide enough that you have a little tension on that band, arms down by the side, tuck the tailbone under and roll your pelvis up into a nice bridge. Good. From here, slowly roll the spine back down. We'll do 3 more articulating bridges like that. So we tuck the tail, pubic bone comes above the navel, and then we tuck the tail and keep the pubic bone above the navel until we reach the bottom. Last 2 here, steady thigh bones pressing slightly out into that band. Nice job. And last time here, rolling it up. We're going to stay up at the top and repeat those little thigh presses out. Press and press. Press and press. Feel that connection between your ribs and your hips. Once you have that, see if you can lift your glutes a little bit higher to the ceiling. You've got 8 and 7 and 6. The last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the pelvis all the way down. Good, bring your feet slightly closer together, still on your arches. Lift the hips up into your bridge and tap the hips down. So this time around we are not articulating. We're staying in a neutral spine at the bottom and the top of our movement. Exhaling as we lift for 8 and 7. Keeping the carriage nice and still. 6. Last 4. And 2. And last 1. Let's keep the hips lifted. Transfer the weight into the right glute and extend the left leg forward. Nice, lower and lift that leg. For 4, 3, 2, bring the knees next to one another and press your long leg directly out to the side, pushing into the resistance of that band. For 6, 5, 3, 2, and last 1. Carefully bring that foot back down. You can come down through the middle in between these 2 sets or keep the hips lifted. Extend the opposite leg, and when you're ready, lift and lower that leg. Four more here. Last 2. And last 1, bring the knees next to one another. Press that long leg directly out to the side. Pressing into that band. For 6. The last 4. And 2. And last time. Beautiful. Replace that foot carefully. Let's lower the spine all the way down. Very nice job. So grab onto your pegs right above your shoulder blocks. Bring your knees into a tabletop position. Put a little bit of tension on that band. Soften the front of your rib cage down. Inhale the knees up and over to the left. Exhale, bring those knees back center. Inhale the knees up and over to the right. Exhale the knees back center. Beautiful. One more each way, initiating a return to center by engaging our abdominals deeply to pull our knees back in. Last time. Now move both knees back over to the left-hand side and press both thigh bones out into the band for 8. So you're on an angle with that lower body, 6. Shoulders are square to the ceiling for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come center. Reset to the other side. Little thigh bones press out. 7, 6. The last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come back center. From here, prop yourself up. Let's change our springs now. So I'm going to come down to one heavy spring. For me, that's one red spring. And then come on back down onto my back. Headrest can be up or down here. You get to choose. Grab onto your straps with your hands. Good. Knees in tabletop. Again, the thigh bones are wide enough that you feel a little tension on that band. From here, exhale and inhale. Bring those arms down and up. Head stays down for now. Nice smooth springs for 4 and 3. Last 2. And last time, adding our head lift. Exhale as you lift the head up, reach into those straps and lower. And exhale, lift and lower. 4 more like this, and then we add on 1 more time. And 3. Gaze comes to the thighs. Last 2. And last time. Now we're going to add on a little thigh press out. So when you're ready, lift the head up, arms come down, thighs press out and lower. And again, lift, press, and lower. Neutral spine still, so tailbone is heavy. Good, 6 more here. And 5. Last 3. Last time here. Hold the neck and chest up, just the thigh presses out for 10. 9, see if you can curl up a 1/4 of an inch higher for me. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the head, neck, and chest down. Beautiful. From here, open your arms out into a T position. Palms are facing towards the hips. Keep the head down for 4, reaches towards the hips. And 3. Last 2. And last time. Adding on. Lift the head, neck, and chest up now as you bring the hands down towards the hips. And lower. And again, lift. And lower for 4. 3. Last time. Adding on again. As you lower the head back down, you're going to extend those legs out on a diagonal to the outward corners of the foot bar, and then bring everything back in. Out on a diagonal, in. Out on a diagonal, and in. Good. For 4. And 3. Like a little star position. Last 2. And last time, leave the head down, bring the arms halfway in, and then little thigh presses into the band for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bend those knees in. Take both straps into one hand, just so we can rearrange the band and put it around our feet. So now the band is around the base of your feet. You're going to have both straps in each, one hand in each strap again. Good. Bend those elbows into the rib cage and just give me a tricep press. Nice and easy here. Head down, ribs intact. Now you have a little pressure out into the band using your feet. Last 4. And 3. Tailbone is heavy. Last 2. Last time, adding on. Lift the head, neck, and chest up. Continue your arm press. And then when you're ready, extend your right leg forward. Left knee stays in tabletop. As you straighten your arms, pull the left knee in just a little bit closer to your chest. So we extend the arms and pull the knee. Extend the arms and pull the knee. For 6. It's not a huge movement here. It's fairly small. Last 4. And 3. And 2. Last time. Beautiful. Lower the head down for a moment. Give yourself a moment to reset for the other side. So we're going to curl our head, neck, and chest back up again. Extend our left leg, draw our right knee in towards us. Bend the elbows, and as you straighten the arms, give a little pull in of the knee. And pull. And pull. For 4. And 3. And last time. Good, lower that head down. You can place your feet back on your foot bar. Replace your straps for a moment and take that band off. Good, come up all the way to seated. I'm gonna just hang my band on the edge of my foot bar for now. I'm gonna go down to 1 medium spring. So for me, that's 1 blue spring. And then we're gonna stand all the way up and straddle the carriage facing the risers. So 1 foot on either side. We're going to carefully sit down with just a hand's distance behind our tush. Nice, and then we're going to grab onto our straps. Palms facing up. From here, I'm going to hug the back of my calves into the side of the reformer and then hover my hips up off of the reformer. Good. From here, little bicep curl. Exhale and inhale. Nice neutral spine. Gaze is straight forward. Good. And if at any point you feel like you need to sit down, that's fine. Just make sure that the arms go straight before you sit down so that the carriage is underneath you when you sit. Good. Let's do 4 more here. Exhale. And 3, 2. Last one. Hold those elbows bent at 90 degrees and come up and down in the legs for 8. Collarbones are wide. 7, 6, elbows high. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay low. 1 more round of bicep curls. Exhale, inhale. Very nice job. 4 more here. Last 2. Again, hold the arms at 90, fingertips towards the ceiling, down and up in the legs for 8, 7, 6. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully release your arms forward, make sure the carriage is underneath you, and then have a seat. Very nice. So 1 more round with a different arm repetition. This time, we're going to be doing a wide chest expansion. So when you're ready, hover the hips again. Hip palms are facing you. When you're ready, exhale, pull the arms wide on a little V and release. Exhale, inhale. Tailbone is reaching towards the floor. Good, for 4, and 3. Last 2, and last time. Bring those arms slightly forward. Option to hover the heels here and come up and down just an inch in the legs. Good. 8, 7, 6. Last 4, 3, 2. Lower the heels if they were lifted, and again with the arms for 6, little presses, and 5. Last 3. Again, bring the arms slightly forward, lift the heels as your option, and come down and up for 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those arms forward, have a gentle seat. Good. One more exercise, but this time we're gonna cross those straps. Lift the hips up one more time. Pinch the upper body forward this time. If you needed to or wanted to, you could choke up higher on your straps, and we're gonna do a little elbow pull back. Exhale as you pull. Nice long spine here. Using those back muscles for 8 and 7. Last 4. And 2. Hold the elbows back. Good, and come up and down in the legs. So this time your upper body is still hinged forward. It's more like a little squat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay low. Release and pull the arms for 6. Good. 4. Last 2. And last time, elbows stay back, lower and lift the body. Good. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully release the arms forward and then gently have a seat. Very nice job. From here, I'm just going to put on a heavy spring. So now I have a heavy and a medium spring, red and blue for me. And then come up to kneeling on the reformer. So my knees are just 1 inch from the shoulder blocks. I'm going to choke up on my straps a bit. Very nice. And then we're going to do thigh stretch here. So press your pelvis forward, tuck your tailbone slightly under, grow longer through the back of the neck, and close the front of the ribs. From here, lean the body back in one long line, and then come on back up to stand. And again, lean and lift. 2 more like this. Good job. Find that breath. Beautiful. Stay stacked up on top of the knees, and now carefully bring those arms back and down and forward. For 3. Nice long elbows, and 2. And last time. Let's combine the 2. Pull arms back by the hip, lean the body back, lift the body up, and return the arms. Pull the arms back, keep the hands by the thigh bones as you lean, lift, and return. Last 2. And last time through. Pull, lean, lift, and return. Carefully place those straps back and sit down on your reformer for a brief moment so we can change our springs. So I'm going to take off my blue spring and add a yellow. So now I'm on 1 heavy and 1 light spring. Adjust as needed for your reformer. I'm going to take my mini band over my thighs again, about 6 inches above the knees. I'm going to stand up facing my foot bar about halfway down my carriage, and then bring my inside foot up against my shoulder block. From here, my inside arm is going to be on the foot bar, my outside arm is on my back. I'm going to round my spine and press my back foot out, and out, and out. Thigh bones are parallel. I'm weighted in my front heel. Little exhale. If you feel stable here, you can feel free to bring both hands behind the low back and continue on. And 8, 7, 6, steady gaze. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands back to the foot bar for a moment. Externally rotate your knee that is on the on the shoulder block. Good, so that knee is open to the side a little bit. And again, let's press out and in. Outside arm can go back onto the low back. If you feel confident here in your balance, you can bring your other hand onto your low back. That's it. Pull the navel into the spine. for 8, 7, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that carriage in. Bring both hands back to the foot bar. Hover your inside knee above the carriage and lift it directly out to the side and lower it. So right now we're not using the reformer except for a little bit of balance on that foot bar. Lift and lower, lift and lower for 4, and 3, 2, hold that knee out to the side on 1, little pulses right at the top of your range for 8, and 7, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that foot down, stand all the way up, give your legs a little shake, and let's come around to the other side. Good. So again, I'm going to line myself up halfway down the carriage. Rearrange that band if it feels like it's moved on you. Both hands on the foot bar, inside foot against your shoulder block. Tuck the tail under here, just slightly rounding the spine. And then press and pull the carriage. Outside hand can come to the low back. If you feel nice and stable, weight through the front heel. You can bring that other hand behind. Navel drawing up and in for 8, 7. That's it, 4 more here. Last 2, and last time. Bring both hands carefully down. Externally rotate your inside knee. And again, press out and in. Find the hand position that works for you. Both hands or one hand on your low back. Find that stability for 8, and 7. The last 4, 2, and last time. Both hands carefully back onto the foot bar. Reset so you can hover your inside knee off of the carriage and then lift it straight out to the side and down. Your hips are still square to the floor. Your gaze is still forward, nice long neck. Good. For 4, and 3. Last 2, hold it to the side, little baby lifts for 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Very nice job. Okay, let's take the band off for a moment. You're going to grab your box. Good, so grab your box and place it on your reformer short box in front of the shoulder blocks. Now using the band for this portion is totally optional. If you'd like to, you can take the band around your forearms, a few inches above the wrist. And then we're carefully going to put our forearms onto the foot bar and step up onto our carriage. You're still on that one heavy and one light spring. Take your hands down about shoulder distance apart. Now you should feel a bit of tension on that band, and I want you to push out into that band here. Bring your heels about halfway up the box so that they are slightly lifted. From here, you're going to carefully lift your hips, leaning the upper body forward. Nice deep bend in the knees. Make sure you have good pressure of your heels against your box. Keep your upper body nice and stable as you press the carriage out, coming into long stretch, and pull the carriage in. Push and pull. Inhale and exhale. For 6, and 5, last 3, and 2, and last 1. Bring the carriage all the way in underneath you. Shift your weight back into your feet. Make sure the carriage is home. Lift those arms forward and come up and down an inch in a squat. Now if you'd like to, you can press the palms out as you get lower in the legs. For 6, challenging exercise here for 4, 3, last 2, And last time, replace the hands back on the foot bar. And again, press the carriage out and in. Repeating our first exercise. Good, 4 more here. And 3, spine is nice and long, last 2. And last time. Bring the carriage carefully all the way in. Shift your weight back into your feet. Float the arms and come down and up in the legs, adding that little pressure out in the band if it feels appropriate. For 6, 5, last 3, and 2, and 1. Carefully have a seat. Whew. All right, very nice job. Good, so from here, I'm just gonna add some springs on to stabilize my carriage. I'm also gonna take my foot bar down and find my foot strap. We are gonna do short box abdominals here. If you're taller and you need to move your box behind your shoulder blocks, you can do that now. Once you're all set up, take your feet underneath your strap. Make sure you have a little distance between your tush and the back of your box. And then you can take that strap now and place it around your hands, palms facing. Sit up nice and tall on the sit bones, lengthen the back of the neck. Inhale here, and then exhale, tuck the tailbone under, rounding and curving the spine. Lower the body back, press out on the band, and then come up. And again, round, lower, press, and lift. Round, lower, press, and lift. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And last time. Stay back here in your C shape and just give me little presses out on that band for 8 and 7, 6. Good, using that back body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn the palms down, grab onto your band, rotate and pull one side of the strap back. Return your gaze back forward. Alternating sides, pull and rotate. Extend, pull and rotate. Extend. Keep tucking that tailbone under, deepening the curvature of your spine. Good, for 4. And 3. Last 2. And last time. Very nice. Sit all the way up. Give your shoulders a little roll. I know that's challenging for those shoulders and that back. From here, extend those arms in front of you one more time, palms facing each other. Collarbones are nice and open. You're seated tall on your sit bones. From here, lean the body back, flat back, and lift up. And again, lean and lift up. Adding on, if you'd like, lean, lift, lower, and sit up. Lean, lift, lower, and sit up. Let's do 2 more. As those arms lift up, remember to keep the front of the rib cage nice and close to the hips. Last time. Beautiful job. And sit all the way up. Very nice. Take just one foot out of your strap, making sure you have tension on your other strap. Tuck your tailbone under and lift that knee into tabletop. Extend your arms forward. One exercise here. Lower the body down towards the well, lift up and rotate towards your lifted knee. Lower and come center, lift and rotate. Lower and come center, lift and rotate. For 4, and 3, last 2, and last time. Sit all the way up, switch out those feet. Good. Tuck the tail under, lift your knee into a tabletop position. Your body is straight for now. Lower the body down, lift up and rotate. Using that rib cage, exhale as you curl and lift. For 4, and 3, Last time. Lift up and keep that one foot under your strap. So now we're going to rotate onto our hip, bending our bottom knee in front of us, leaning our body over so that our bottom hand can be on the shoulder block for a moment. Make sure your body's in one nice long line and you have a lot of upward tension in your strapped foot. You have the option here of using the band around your hands again. Good. From here, extend those arms long, lean the body over, lift up and push out on the band. Lean, lift and push. For 4 and 3, hips are stacked one on top of another, last 2, and last time. Beautiful. Take your time to adjust yourself so you're grabbing onto the band with your hands. One more exercise to go. Extend those arms forward, lower, lift, rotate, pull. Lower, lift, rotate, pull. So that bottom arm is reaching forward as the top elbow pulls back, and then we lean for 4. Good, and 3. The last 2, and last time. Beautiful. Take a beautiful stretch down into the well. Relaxing the back of the neck. Very nice job. Prop yourself up. Let's switch out our feet now. Other foot comes under. Rotating over onto our other hip. Making sure you have a nice long line from crown of the head to the foot and some upward pressure into your strap. Take that band around your hands, palms facing each other. Lean the body over towards the well. Lift up and press the band apart. And again, lower, lift and push. Lower, lift and push for 4. And 3. Last 2. And last time. Sit up. For a moment, make sure that you can grab that strap with your hands. Find your lean again. Arms go forward of the shoulders. Lean, rotate, lift, and pull. So again, your top arm is pulling back. Bottom arm is pressing forward. And you're rotating the chest towards the ceiling as you lift. For 4. And 3. The last 2. And last time. Take that very well-deserved stretch towards the well. Beautiful job, guys. Prop yourself all the way up. Take your foot out from under that strap. Good. We're going to change our box into long box. And we're going to go down to 1 medium spring. I'm going to take it down to 1 blue. Good. Place that band out of your way for now and come down onto your belly on the box, facing towards your risers. Heels together, toes apart, or a little bit wider. From here, grab onto your side rails, thumbs on top. Roll your shoulders down and back, engage the belly. Take a breath, inhale, and then exhale, pull yourself forward and up into back extension, and lower yourself back down. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Back of the neck long. Good, let's do 4 more here. Nice long arms. And 3. And last time. Beautiful. Return the carriage home. Separate your feet to the outside corners of the box. Float your arms up, palms facing each other for swimming. Right arm lifts, left leg lifts, and switch. And switch. And switch. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. For 6, 5, last 3, and 2, and let's pick up the pace for 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. From here, prop yourself up on top of your box for a brief child's pose. Arms down by the sides. Take your gaze to one side and just release the back for a moment. Beautiful. Come on back up carefully. Coming off of your box, we are just going to put our foot bar back up, staying on that same spring. Good. And again, we'll use our band in just a moment, but you don't need it right now. Carefully come up on top of your box. The spring is fairly light. Hand on the foot bar, knees underneath the hips in quadruped. Keeping the carriage as still as we can, we're going to extend our right leg back on a diagonal and then bend it in. And again, back on a diagonal and bend it in. If you'd like, you can add your opposite arm reaching and bending in. Opposite arm reaching. So you've got a diagonal outward on the arm and the leg in opposition. Adding on one more time if you'd like, reach, bring the knee to the elbow, and then reach again. Bring the knee to the elbow, and reach again. For 6, carriage steady, I know it's tough. 5, last 3, and 2, and last time. Hands down, knees down. Reset for the other side. Start just with the leg. Left leg extends out on that diagonal and bend. Getting nice and stable through the torso and the hips. If you'd like, add that opposite arm reach. Outward diagonal on both arm and leg. Good. Option to add the knee to the elbow, so your spine will round and then extend. Spine will round and then extend. 4 more here. And 3. Last 2. And last time. Beautiful. Hands down on the foot bar. Bring your knees behind your hips so when you're in a kneeling plank, and press the carriage out and pull the carriage in. Press the carriage out and pull the carriage in. For 4. And 3. Last 2. And 1 more. Good. From here we are going to transition onto our belly, onto the box. So coming all the way down onto the belly. Keeping the spring nice and light so you're still on that medium spring. And then I'm going to take the band and place it around my forearms again. This is optional. Good. Then once you have it in position, hands go onto the foot bar. My band doesn't want to stay in place. Good. Hands onto the foot bar and extend the arms. A gentle bit of outward pressure on that band. Bend your elbows wide to the side and then straighten the arms. Bend the elbows wide to the side and straighten the arms. Your chest is low here, body is long. Belly button is lifting up off of the box. For 4. And 3. Last time, hold your arms long and lift up into back extension and lower down and forward. Keeping those arms straight, just come right back up into back extension and lower down and forward. Really reach through those toes. Find all the length you can through your body, through the back of the neck. And 4. Last 2. And last time. down onto your belly, bending your elbows, and then extending those arms forward over the foot bar. Lift arms and legs and lower. Lift arms and legs and lower. Now you can always take the band off here if it feels inappropriate for your shoulder to have such a tight hand position. For 4, you can take the band off and widen the arms. 3, last 2, and last time. Beautiful. Remove that band, place it on the side of your foot bar, and prop yourself all the way up. Good. Let's take that box all the way off to the side. We will not need it again, so you can get it out of your way. Good. And then we are going to come down to the carriage. Giving yourself a little room between your shoulders and your shoulder blocks here. Good. Knees in a tabletop position. Hands come behind the head. Lift your head, neck, and chest up. Elbows are wide. And let's do a slow bicycle. So one leg extends, and then the other. Good. Bending the knee and rotating towards it. Exhale, twist. Exhale, twist. Reaching your other foot over the foot bar. Finding a nice deep exhale every time you rotate those ribs. And 4 more. 3. And last one. Now let's pick up the pace for 10, 9. Keep that carriage as quiet as you can for 4, 3, 2, and last time. Come center, lower the head down, lift the toes towards the ceiling. Bring the left knee into the chest as the right leg drops over the foot bar, and then bring it up and switch. Drop and lift, drop and lift. Deeply pulling the knee into the chest, but keeping the tailbone low. So you're still in that neutral spine here for 8 and 7. The last 4, 3, and last one. Knees come into tabletop, curl the head, neck, and chest up, reach the fingers forward, and start a very, very quick pulsating 100. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, curl up higher, exhale. Four more breaths here, and 3, last 2, last time. Hands come back behind the head. Excuse me, we're back to that very slow bicycle. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come center. Can you curl and rotate just a little deeper for 6 and 5. Last 3. Let's speed up the pace. 10, 9, 8. Widen those elbows here. The last 5, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the head down, reach the toes to the ceiling. Bring the right knee into the chest as the left leg drops over. And lift, and switch, and lift. For 6, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees into tabletop, curl the head, neck, and chest up. Nice, quick little 100. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Curl up a little bit higher. Last 3 breaths here. Last breath. and lower everything down. Very nice. Slide yourself a little bit closer to your shoulder blocks. Take all 10 toes onto the foot bar. Very carefully extend those legs out. And when you're ready, let your right heel lower as the left knee bends, and switch. And switch. Nice and buoyant here. You can close your eyes, softening your body into your carriage, taking this moment to relax the nervous system, breathing inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Two more big breaths. Inhale. And last time. Beautiful. Bend the knees in. Bring your knees into your chest. Interlace your fingers over your shins and give yourself a little rock side to side. Good. Release those knees. When you're ready, prop yourself all the way up to seated. You did a very good job today. Thank you so much for working out with me. I hope you enjoyed that workout. Don't forget to subscribe and ask questions down below. And please leave comments as to what type of workouts you'd like to see next. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed and have a great day.